third. Nah, Thelonious Martin, music producer, I guess. Press button, turn knobs, and all that fancy shit. Someone's basement. Actually, nah, I'm from Chicago. I used to live out in Jersey for an extended period of time, and I'm back here. Go to school down the street at Columbia. And so yeah, I'm a Chicago-based producer. Done beats for Action Bronson, IG Beats, Homeboy Moshe ID, Maroof. Done stuff for Knowledge, Mikey Rocks, Chance the Rapper, Vic Mensa, Caleb James. I've worked with I pretty much worked with majority of the major Chicago artists. Also work with Mano. Shout out to Treated Crew. I am part of Treated. I'm not wearing my Treated crown, but I am part of Treated Crew. Seven worked with Casey Veggie. Seven worked with Dom Kennedy. One work with Ship the Ripper. Pac Div. There's some stuff's in the works though. My boy Light from Pac Div, so look out for that. Yeah, I mean, it's always the people you still want to work with. So work with STYGLD, Raekwon, but you know that's what I have to work towards. Not really. I mean, commercial's not my style. I mean, I'm a sample-based producer. My influences are like Jay Dilla, like Madlib. I mean, I can make quote-unquote like trap beats. So beats is like 3 6 Mafia style, but it's not really my cup of tea. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, as long as good music's being made, I'm going to be there. So that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Well, the reason I even got into Dilla was Adult Swim. So I was like, what was that, like 06? I was like 14. And my mom finally let me stay up late enough to watch it. And I remember right before the show Home Movies came on, it was a Dilla bump. It was like 10 seconds. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? People make music like this? Like, so I ended up just like looking up YouTube videos, finding samples and stuff like that. And I was just like, became really studious about it. So then I got into like Ninth Wonder and like Flying Lotus and like Alchemist and like Just Blaze. And, like these are like cats I like sat there and studied their samples, their drums, and like studied like their style of work. Not just like I'm a fan of their work, as I'm a student of their work as well. So that's how I kind of you know like took influences from them. Like all my first beats, when I first started making beats sound like the Heat Makers, these produced Dipset, sample turn all the way up, mad like 808 drums and stuff. Then I slowly digressed into like my own pocket. I use a Kai MPD-24 or any Kai MPD I get my hands on, and Logic. That's it. I can literally travel, put a studio in my backpack. As long as they're loudspeakers, I'm good. Well, hip hop's the culture, rap's the music.
right.
But I really dig the stuff that's coming out. There's a lot of young cats really, you know, making a push and changing music, and progressing and stuff. So it's at the same time, sometimes you're like, oh man, these cats all hip hop. I'm like, no, hip hop's not that. It's like you have to look for it. And there's good artists and good people within the music industry. If I didn't do production, I would want to write really bad sketch comedy. Like I feel as though all the stuff in my head is gonna be funny. I just want to see if it translates or not. Like, just really quirky stuff. I'm not gonna get into detail because you have to hang around me long enough to actually laugh at something. Just got back from South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, and if anyone knows me, I'm 19. I'm fresh out of high school. I'm fresh in college. So a year ago, literally, I'm probably preparing for like midterms and stuff like that, and so we just got back from South by. Ilrus had the Ilmore Mansion, and so I was partying with famous people and shaking hands with people my friends from high school probably still like, oh my gosh, I'll be your slave for a week if you introduce me to so and so. Like, it's just crazy. It's all been a really big blessing to like be at South by Southwest and to be politicking with some artists I like last year have been like, man, I really hope one day I get to work with them and like be meeting people and they're like, I heard your stuff. I met Chip the Ripper's manager. He's like, yeah man, heard your stuff, man. Dope stuff. I mean, I've been working with certain people with like big names and stuff, but it's always still cool to have people recognize and respect your work. Theophilus London, because we have very similar names, so I feel as though we're in the same like area. Sometimes a vortex is gonna cut open. And somebody's gonna come out like, no, that's not supposed to happen, and like just pull one of us. Cause you know what they say, like two people can't occupy the same space at the same time.
Right.
we're not the same person, but I feel as though some be like, same people. I thought the same thing about STYGLD. I've been bumping into STYGLD a lot, but it's like, I always felt as though we're in the same space. Some like weird like dimensions gonna be broken because we look like the same person. If anyone knows, my mentor is Extreme, who's a pretty big producer, Chicago-wise and nationwide. His first place was with Jay-Z. He's worked with Ghostface, Rick Ross, and some other cats. Just, he's been around for a long time. He's a great person to have above me and to give me little tidbits of knowledge every once in a while. And we were just talking about producers, and I brought up Dilla. He was like, man, I got this crazy story. And he was telling me how he got a chance to watch Dilla make beats and how he did his hi-hats. And he said he would, you know, because on the Kai you can set different velocities in terms of 16. So from 1/16 to full level of 16/16. And so he was playing them at different velocities to get a natural feel. Without even knowing that story, that's stuff I was already doing just from listening to them, like to Dilla, like Mad Lib and stuff like that. I was already doing that. Like, and so him to tell me that story, I was like, so you mean to tell me Dilla did that too? Like, I mean, of course he did it, but it was like, it was kind of weird. It's kind of like someone dressing like Michael Jordan and never watched Michael Jordan like actually lace up themselves.
Right.
They only seen the stories or heard stuff like that. So he told me, yeah, Dilla did his hi-hats like that, and then Kanye would always ask Extreme, man, those 16th hi-hat joints, man. And Extreme would never ever tell Kanye how to do it. So he was telling me, he's like, man, I don't think Kanye still know how to do that shit. And I was like, I was bugged out. I'm sitting there like, man, it's something I picked up naturally. It's not like I have one up on him or something like that. It's still Kanye, but it's just funny like to hear little tricks of the trade people either know or don't know or haven't picked up yet. And it's like, I'm 19. I may, when I get to their age, hopefully I have a leg up on people. On March 27th, scoop my beat tape. It's gonna be for free. You guys are lucky. It's gonna be for free. It's gonna be with Jugrnaut, RubyHornet, STYGLD, hashtag STYGLD, no vowels, Jugrnaut Squad. Actually, my last beat tape I dropped before this was called Diamonds. There's no vowels in that either. I have an album coming out in the fall, the Ohm team. Yes, Ohm might be our own. It's gonna have me, some of my favorite rap buddies on it. Guys should look out for that. Shout out to RubyHornet, Jugrnaut. Shout out to Tastemakers New Jersey back home. Treaty Crew. The whole you dig. Peace and love.